Hello ARMY and Coldplay fam. We have a lot of news to discuss as we are prepping for the release of My Unvierse this Friday. Now, before we get started, I will be keeping you updated on everything regarding this collab and of course with the new Coldplay album. So if you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button and let's get started. Now, this video is going to be a lot more casual than you're used to if you've been watching my videos, but I just wanted to get all this information out before the release so that you know what to expect as we are prepping for My Unvierse. So I wanted to start off with a timeline. It's going to obviously be released on September 24th, the new song, My Unvierse, and it's going to be at midnight Eastern, 5 a.m. BST, and 1 p.m. KST. So mark your calendars, make sure you set a timer for when that's released, and get hype for this release. Then on the 26th, apparently there's going to be an Inside My Unvierse documentary. And I was really excited about this when I heard about this because we've been talking about this collab for so long and it's always been somewhat mysterious. So it'll be interesting to see a little inside detail about how things started, how, you know, they were able to be in contact with one another, how they were able to record it and all that. I am just very excited to know about how this all took place, and I hope you are too, because it's just incredible that two of the biggest artists in the world came together for this song. And then on the 27th, there is going to be some different versions of My Unvierse coming out. Supernova 7 mix, and then an acoustic version of My Unvierse. Now that is going to be released at midnight on BST, I believe both of those. I think they're two different things from what I can understand. There's going to be like a remix and acoustic version, both on the 27th. So look out for those. And then of course we can look forward to there being an official music video coming out sometime. Now, it's not certain what's going to happen with the release of My Unvierse on Friday, but there's probably going to be some kind of video, maybe similar to what we saw with Higher Power, how it was kind of, you know, not as big scale, and then later on we get this huge music video that has lots of effects and everything in it. But also, there was a lyric video that was teased on Instagram and Twitter I saw that kind of looks like something just like this, with the lyrics and all the lettering and all that stuff. So perhaps that is what we're going to get first, is that lyric video on the 24th, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see what's going to be released first. My guess is they're going to do something similar to Higher Power, release a small scale video first, release the lyric video next, and then later on we'll get the official video for My Unvierse. Now, I also wanted to mention that there was a clip released on TikTok of them performing a small portion of the song, of course, just like Higher Power, and I believe you can actually use the official audio, like not just from their TikTok, but you can use, like you can search for the audio of Higher Power and make your own TikToks in there. But I wanted to bring this up because just to talk about what we've heard so far. So we've heard this tease of the lyric video and then this TikTok little performance of it. And so far it sounds very poppy, and it sounds very much what I expected to hear from a Coldplay BTS collab. And it sounds very high energy. The harmonies in it sound really good, and just the overall producing sounds very impressive from what I've heard so far. So I'm very excited to hear the song officially come out, as we all are, on Friday. And I also just wanted to go over some of the lyrics that we've heard so far from these short teases that we've seen on social media. So the lyrics say, you are my universe, and I just want to put you first. You are my universe, and you make my heart light up inside. So it sounds kind of like a love song, right? Very cute sounding, and can't wait to hear it all the lyrics in context to really get an understanding. Next up, I wanted to bring up the Audacy Album Release Party. Now, if you haven't heard about this yet, it was this very mysterious thing that Audacy was putting on in celebration for the album release before the album was released. Now, the reason why I wanted to bring this up was because Coldplay, in this very small, intimate setting, I think there were probably 100 people there, played My Unvierse. And the people there got the first experience of My Unvierse being played in a live setting. Now, from what we've heard from people who were there was lots of good, high energy. Apparently, Chris sang in Korean, and he also rapped. So let's talk about this a little bit. There's rap now in a Coldplay song. Of course, this isn't the first time we see rap in a Coldplay song, but is Chris going to be rapping in this song? Like, we've always had these features that rap in Coldplay songs, but who knows what's gonna happen, if it's going to be Chris or BTS singing or both of them rapping at the same time. But very much looking forward to seeing that being implemented. From what I've heard, the rap parts were taken very well. People were really excited to hear that. So I'm excited to hear that too. The other thing I wanted to mention about this performance, this secret performance, was that there was an alternative set list that was found, and on it said let somebody go and People of the Pride on that set list, but they did not play that. Instead, they played Coloratura, which I wanted to bring up too, because Coloratura is a very ballad, slow-moving, musically interesting, kind of meditative song. Something that you don't expect to hear at a live performance, where it's very hype and exciting. Not to mention it's a 10-minute long song, so it's interesting that they chose to perform that at this show. And from what it sounds like, they might be performing it somewhat often at their performances, and I don't know if it's going to be a shortened version, but personally I love this song. I think it's one of the best things they've produced ever. Coldplay just really struck gold with Coloratura. Now, in the setting of a live show, I'm really interested because it's so slow moving. I'm interested to see how they implement it live. And then I also wanted to talk about some more collabs that Coldplay is doing in this album. Apparently Jacob Collier is going to be, or is featured some vocal parts on Human Heart, so we can look forward to that. And then before the iHeart Music Festival performance, Chris mentioned a new collab. He said that they're going to be working with, or they have been working with, Selena Gomez, which was so surprising because she's another huge artist in the world. And so I don't know if it's going to be on this album, if she's going to be featured on this album or not, or maybe Chris Martin or Coldplay is going to be featured on one of her songs. But that was so interesting to hear that they were able to, I mean, it's not surprising because they're Coldplay, right? But they're able to work with BTS, which is just so huge, right? And now they're also working with Selena Gomez. So it's really cool to see that they have all these artists that they're working with. And then one of the last important things that I wanted to bring up was Global Citizen Live, which is happening on Saturday, September 25th, the day after the song is released. So, of course, we can expect to hear My Unvierse being played at that performance, but the big question surrounding this was whether or not Coldplay would be performing with BTS at this show. And I speculated that they probably wouldn't be. And quick shout out to Antopia for kind of leading me through that discussion about, you know, what BTS is doing, what their plans are, you know, being in the States and everything. So thank you for helping me along with that. But something I also wanted to mention is that during the Howard Stern show, during that interview, Chris mentioned that 2 famous pop stars will be joining the band for the performance to play Fix You. And this intrigued me because one of the first times we heard about this collab, or speculated about a collab between BTS and Coldplay, was when BTS performed Fix You, their own version of Fix You. And I think it would just be very fitting and kind of just come full circle if the day after the release of My Unvierse, BTS performs Fix You with Coldplay. I don't know how realistic it is, but I think that would be very fitting. And I think that would be something that both fan bases would really appreciate. But just one more thing to kind of poke at this idea, Chris also stated in this interview that they're supposed to see BTS in New York today. So I don't know when the pre-recording for Global Citizen is. It could have already happened. I don't think it's a live performance. I'm pretty sure they performed it already. If I'm wrong about that, please comment below just correcting me. But if they haven't recorded anything, I think it would be pretty cool to see them play with BTS. But don't get your hopes up. Like I said, we've been clowned so many times. Don't get your hopes up. It's probably them just meeting. I know Onitopia mentioned that it's more realistic to expect them to not be doing business things while they're in the States right now, and that they'll be leaving most likely by Thursday, I think is what you said. So I'm not gonna get my hopes up, but if it does happen, I would just be on another level. Cool. Moving on to the final things. Coldplay was also seen on James Corden and played My Unvierse. Of course, this was pre-recorded and it's going to be released air afterwards, after the song is released. But apparently there's going to be an entire week dedicated to Coldplay. Don't know what that means, but of course excited about that. And then another performance was announced for October 23rd at the Hollywood Bowl. So that's another performance to look forward to. And of course that comes right after the album release. So that'll be cool to see, maybe one of the first times we hear most of the new songs being performed. And of course, the premiere of the song, My Unvierse, is going to be on Kelly Clarkson's show, the Kelly Clarkson Show, on Friday the 24th, the release day. And so that'll be kind of cool to see. Not sure if it's going to just be Chris yet, or if it's going to be the full band. He did kind of just have his acoustic guitar, so maybe this is going to be the acoustic version of My Unvierse. Who knows? But tune into that to look forward to that. And then, last thing, don't forget to pre-save the song. This song is going to be huge. It's going to be #1 on everything. And don't forget to do your part to pre-save the song. Tell a friend about it. Just really get everyone excited about this, because this is one of the biggest things that's happened ever. Like this is a huge collab between two of the top artists of the world. So yeah, it's gonna be good. Pre-save it and share the song when it's released. Make sure you're hyping it up. All right, well, I'm going to be doing a lot more videos regarding My Unvierse when it does get released, including a react video and a lot of other fun videos. So if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe to the channel so that you're notified when all that comes out. And of course, leave a comment letting me know what you think about all this news regarding My Unvierse, what you think might happen. Do you think BTS and Coldplay are going to perform Fix You at Global Citizen? Who knows? But thank you again so very much for watching all these videos, all these updates, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. All right, peace.